kind of game do you think it will be? Do you think it will be more physical than a normal international fixture for this England side? Will it be a typical kind of game between two British sides?
I think it's going to be a tough game for sure. It's going to be a game where we're going to have to be good at things that are outside of our comfort zone, as you could call it. But Scotland are effective in different ways, so we have to be able to match them, compete with them, and then get the ball down and play our football as well. So it's going to be a game that we're going to have to be concentrated on. And the lads have trained well leading into it, so I'm definitely looking forward to it.
And whenever people think about England versus Scotland and the Euros, everybody thinks about Euro 96 and Paul Gascoigne's goal. Do you think there is anyone in this England squad, including yourself, who could have a similar impact to the kind of impact that Paul Gascoigne had, or was he just a unique one-off talent?
I think for us it's just about winning the game. We've got lots of people that are going to be in the starting 11 and that are going to be on the bench that can come on and change the result of a game in no time. So I think for us we're looking at it in terms of winning the game and getting the job done. If we do manage to win the game, we're likely to go through to the next round, which has been the aim since we joined up.
You didn't start the game against Croatia. Obviously, Gareth has so many options, especially in those wide positions up front. Do you sometimes feel sorry for him because he just has so many players to choose from? And what kind of substitute are you? Were you very disappointed to miss out on Sunday?
Yeah, it's obvious. Every single player wants to play. But from the tournaments that I've been to in the past, from doing really well in Russia, it's clear that you need everyone to go long distance in a tournament, and whether you're on the bench or you starting, you have to be ready to come on and do your best basically, and that's the mentality of the group. And it's important that we keep that mentality going forward if we want to be successful and win things.
And the Scotland players have made it clear that they will be joining you in taking the knee before the game. How important do you think that is as a symbol of solidarity and unity?
Yeah, I think it's an important message. And we spoke about it in camp, and we recognise that it's a very important message, and if you want to spread important messages, there's no better place to do it than on the biggest stage. And that's why we continue to take the knee. So them taking the knee as well is going to be definitely a good thing. And like I said, there's more of us spreading the correct message. So hopefully it has a big influence on people around the world.
Thanks, Carvey. Now we'll go online briefly with a question from Jack Pitbrook from The Athletic.
Hi, Marcus. Lots of talk this week, as always, about Raheem Sterling, who obviously plays in a similar position to you. How do you assess his performance against Croatia, and what's he like as a teammate and a bloke around the camp?
Yeah, Raheem's he's a good guy. He's always been a good guy. Ever since I've come into the national team and sort of joined him in the team, he's always been good for me, and someone who you're always pushing each other to do better whilst we're here, and he's a good guy to be around. I'm buzzing for him that he got the goal, and ultimately it was the goal that won us the game. So yeah, hopefully he can come up with that more times throughout this tournament.
Thanks, Jack. We'll go back in the room. Volley Foster from BBC.
Hi there, Marcus. You talked about England-Scotland games. You were involved 4 years ago in that World Cup qualifier. That crazy game, those Lee Griffith free kicks. Then Harry Kane pops up with an equaliser even later. You talked about, yes, they are different. What is it? Is there an extra bite to the tackle? Is there an extra intensity? Do you sense that coming off the Scottish players wanting so much to beat England?
I think in football, everyone wants to beat everyone, but there's some games where, there's how the game's actually being played, And then there's the atmosphere and the crowd, and you know, how much you actually want to win. It all comes together, and there was just something unique about that game. And yeah, it's similar to the games that I've played for club, you know, against like City and Liverpool. Them type of games, you have a different feeling. You can't really put a finger on it about what's different, because as a player you approach every game the same. But just to build up the fans, the energy, it's a unique game, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Just getting goosebumps now, the way you kind of described it. We heard from Tyrone Mings yesterday talking about the pride, the excitement of getting the nod to start, you know, in the first Euros match, and obviously, you know, going on to keep a clean sheet and everything like that. On the flip side, how did you take it when you found out that you weren't starting?
I think, you know, you have to be professional about it. You can't say that you're not upset or annoyed, because I think as a player that's natural. You know, you want to play every game, but it's about your reaction to that. And if you start putting your head down and sulking and not training properly, it doesn't have a good effect on the team. And like I said before, that to go on and win a big competition, you need the whole team, and that includes training every day. We all want to be pushing each other. And yeah, you know, it's the manager's decision, and you have to respect that. And you know, for me, I just keep working and keep working hard in training and in the games when I do come on, or if I start. So yeah, you move on from it. You know, I'm happy that the team got the 3 points, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, you came on for the last 20 minutes, obviously, to see out the result. But carrying that into the last couple of days' training, do you think, right, OK, I didn't start against Croatia, I need to up my game here, you know, with the lads to show that I deserve to get in there? And, you know, we've talked about the ridiculous competition.
I've been doing that since I've come here, and you know, like I said before, there's only 11 players that can start the game. So when you've got a squad full of, you know, 20, 25, 26 talented players, and you know, at the end of the day, people are going to be left out, and there's people that are going to start the games. It's just about, when you do come on, just doing the right things and trying to be professional, like I said before. And I don't think that's not going to change. It's something that I've always tried to do. And yeah, look, going forward, I'm just going to keep working hard, and whether I'm needed in the starting 11 or off the bench, it is what it is.
A couple of good games last night on the telly, weren't there? We had Germany, France, you know, and Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo showing that you know, age is not it's just a number. Yeah. And I think you were 11 when he left Man United. What influence did he have on you, and what would it mean to come up against him here at this tournament? There's every chance you could face the Portuguese in the last 16 if things sort of go.
Yeah, to play against Portugal will be, you know, a great feeling for everyone in the squad, I think, because to play against some of the best players in the world, we want to test ourselves against the best. That's the reason why we push ourselves every day. We don't want, you know, an easy ride. We want to play against the best teams in the world, and you know, we want to do well against them. So you know, for the players, it'll be an amazing experience. Like you said, Cristiano is an unbelievable player, and it almost becomes normal when he defies the odds now, and it's just the way his career's been from the very beginning. So yeah, it'll be a great experience to play against him. But you know, you can't say that you're looking forward to play against him, but yeah, we'll enjoy it.
So just those early years, that influence that he had on you?
Yeah, just watching him grow really and develop into the player that he's become was the great thing about it. Because I remember when he first started playing, he wasn't the Cristiano that you see, you know, today or 5 years ago. He was a different player. He was always dribbling, always taking people on. And then just as time went on, his decision making, he just turned into an animal. He was scoring, he was assisting. You know, like you say, how old is he now? 35, 36. and he's scoring goals left, right, and centre. So I don't have a bad word to say about him. I think he's someone that a lot of people look up to, including me.
Thanks, Ollie. Online now with Zoom to Jerry Cox from Haters.
Hi, Marcus. How are you?
Hello, you okay?
Yeah, good. Another player who's adapted his game, obviously, is Harry Kane. Some suggestions, I think it was Jamie Carragher earlier in the week, said he's perhaps not the player he was at 2018 when he won the Golden Boot. But his stats suggest he's actually getting better. I mean, you see him in training every day. You play alongside him at times. What do you make of Harry? Is he improved as an all-round footballer?
I think for a long time now he's been one of the best forwards in the world. For me, it's his all-round game. It's not just everybody knows about his goal-scoring ability, but there's things that he does on the pitch, the way he holds the ball up. In difficult moments, he wins fouls for the team. He does a good job defensively, and his all-round play is really at a high level. So I've thought for a while that he's been one of the best number 9s in the world, and yeah, nothing that he does now changes my mind. So last season he performed unbelievable. I think in the league 23 goals, 15 assists or something. So it's a massive influence that he has on games, and put that alongside the work that he does off the ball and the dirty work, as you can call it. It's something that you can't not look at and appreciate. So I'm pleased that he's had such a good year, and hopefully he continues that now in the rest of the tournament.